What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this episode of the Road to Redemption podcast. I'm, as always, your grateful host, Cam Williamson. By the way, guys, it worked out great last time for us. So, before we even get into anything, thumbs up the video. Thumbs it up now. That way you guys don't have to worry about it later. Subscribe so you see everything when it goes. Hit the bell so you see it when it goes live. And we are back. In the grateful words, I'm grateful. I don't know if Gwen Stefani's grateful. In the words of Gwen Stefani, this is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. We are on day 13. We spent most of the morning dealing with the motion for mistrial or to dismiss or to strike certain parts of the record of Johnny's testimony. 2 of those 3 counts were by the judge said, no, we're not going to do that. So that means the likelihood for dismissal of this trial is not very good. And on the 3rd one, she said she was going to put it under advisement because they're waiting on one piece of evidence that everyone knows is going to come in. So essentially, it's a tweet by Amber Heard that tweeted out the Washington Post op-ed article. So that would be her republishing the article, taking responsibility for it and its contents. Okay, day 13. We talked to, Johnny Depp rest his case in chief, so it's his time to tell his side of the story is over. It's Amber Heard's now. After the motions this morning, first witness on Amber Heard's trial was awful. I'm trying to stay calm, but this lady was the worst. Johnny Depp ended with his worst witness that could have possibly ever graced the stand, and then you get this goofball. Dr. Hughes, who Elaine kept calling Dr. Curry the whole time, which was the forensic psychologist for Johnny Depp. Dr. Hughes is the forensic psychologist that Amber Heard's team pulled in. All right, let's start here. She's stereotyping freaking men all over the place in this shit. Every time she talks about anything, she says, when men do this, women do this. When men get angry and beat their wives, women respond, by cowering, by not saying anything. And she's just perpetuating the worst stereotypes about each side, that men are always the abuser and women are completely powerless and helpless. The 2 messages that are completely opposite to what we've seen in facts and evidence in this case. What is she making these bold statements off of? And we're going to get to the even bolder ones of the sexual violence that she claims happened to Amber Heard. Warning, if you guys don't want to hear about that kind of stuff, because it's coming. I'm not going to not say it. I'm not going to bleep myself for monetization. I'll probably just turn monetization off for this freaking video. It's not even worth it. Right? Because this is the first woman in the case who has told details about the claims Amber Heard is making, even though there's been no evidence for it. She's only telling the narrative that Amber Heard has told her, and only Amber Heard, nobody else, and is going, this is fact. I, as a forensic psychologist, am telling you, the jury, as an expert witness, that it's fact because she says it's fact. I haven't seen anything. There's no doctors, reports. There's no police reports. Actually, all the police reports you guys have seen, you know what those say or don't say, or all the things that don't exist. Let's get into the sexual violence claims because it's very important. It's very important, and for many reasons. So, obviously, that's a big accusation. Domestic violence is bad. As a man, you put your hands on a woman, you're wrong, right? Anything that you attach sexually to that, and you are the wrongest. 100%. So they claim that he took a bottle. It still has yet to be cleared up whether this bottle was intact or broken, and inserted it into Amber Heard. And then there was other times where he took his fingers and inserted them into her. One time performing what was a cavity check into her vaginal cavity or her birthing canal, for proper terms, so I don't get in trouble for YouTubes for saying words, which seems silly that I can't just say the genitalia of a woman, but hey, whatever. And there was even one depiction where they claimed he inserted his hands or his fingers into her and then moved her violently around the room this way. So these are egregious accusations with absolutely no evidence to back them. And this is supposed to be an expert witness accusing this man again of these horrific things. Now, she starts by stereotyping, saying that men are the abusers and, women are the reactors to abuse. And, just to try to make sure that they covered some tracks, Elaine asks, can men be abused in relationships? And this Dr. Hughes goes, well, of course they can. Well, of course they can, guys, of course. And they want to act like they're going to play the fence and play coy on the fact that they're not insinuating what she just sat there and did for the last hour and 20 minutes, which is say men abuse women. Women sometimes react in abusive ways back to men. And it's completely unfounded anytime that a man is going to retreat from being violated or abused, right? See, I can't even articulate what she was trying to say because it doesn't make any fucking sense from what we've seen in this whole trial. She was trying to imply that Johnny Depp beat Amber Heard every time that we've seen she actually hit him, threw something at him, or whatever. They're trying to claim that he was the one. But we know that's not what happened. We've seen it. We've heard testimony. We have doctors. We have lack of reports. We have... What the fuck are we doing? Now, everyone's upset in the commenting streams because they were not calling hearsay. You can't call hearsay on an expert witness when they're a part of the examination. So again, it's not hearsay if it's forensic psychologist to Amber Heard talking about a conversation they had. Now, where the credibility stops is the only source is Amber Heard. We don't believe Amber Heard. We have no reason to believe Amber Heard. This isn't a believe all women or Me Too or Men Too or any other movement. We are talking about Amber Heard. We are talking about Johnny Depp. We are talking about this case. All these different movements ought to just dissolve themselves and create one hashtag. Every situation is unique. How about that hashtag? It's not as trendy, I'll give you. But some of y'all are finding out that making trendy hashtags and putting it on t-shirts may not be such a good idea. Right? So how about we focus about what is fact, what is real, because we got Amber Heard approaching the stand probably tomorrow. They're going to cross-examine this witness because she was so terrible. And guys, these sidebars that happened during this hour and 20 minutes, some of these were 5 minutes long, and there was multiple of them. And this is Johnny Depp's attorney is standing there going, why is she allowed to sit here and just essentially have two Amber Heard testimonies up here? Why is she allowed to do that? And we can't say anything every time, because it's not their time to cross-examine. So this is what everyone's stomach was ready to wrench over, which is we have to sit here now and listen to what we now know are bold-faced lies be fed to us by a team that's paid to feed them to us and a bullshit artist that's in too deep over her head. That was an absolute fucking carnage of the justice system. To let that woman sit up there and talk that way and make those accusations as if they were fact when there was not a bit of evidence at all. Noted, not a bit of fucking evidence admitted by Elaine to back up a fucking word that either her or Amber said during that testimony. Yo, that was straight up biggity bullshit. And I cannot wait. Guys, when you saw Ben Chu was physically turning red and started gargling at his teeth when you could see he was going fucking object. And he's moving his hands and he's visibly getting upset, like, I'm gonna chew, for lack of a better word, this bitch apart. I am gonna. And the worst thing they could have done is you let Johnny Depp's team go home pissed about what you just tried to do. You let them go home to game plan for about 12 hours before they're going to get back in there tomorrow. Yo, I hope this forensic psychologist, Dr. Hughes, eats her Wheaties tomorrow morning, because she's going to need it. And right behind her, we believe, is Amber Heard. We don't officially know, but we do believe. So I will see you all tomorrow for day 14. I love you. Check out, if you guys want to see all the merch and stuff for the podcast officially, go over to the roadtoredemptionpodcast.com. I love you.